Curtis King. Wire.
Who raised y'all? Whose man's is this? Quick question. Is this AI? That's the question of the day. Is this AI? Is this a psyop? Is this a test to see how great the AI is? It probably not. Welcome to the episode of Curtis King Reacts. I am your host, Curtis King. I'm here because I want to do some content. First and foremost, 24 hours, Curtis. First of all, you spelled my name with one S. So I'm assuming that you mean somebody else got to respond. Second of all, it's going to take me 48 hours to figure out what the hell he said. You can't make a diss. I mean, you can, but it's irresponsible to make a diss song to rebut someone if you don't know what you're rebutting. Because whatever he boom Howard out of his mouth. Whatever he boom Howard out of his mouth. I don't know what to respond to, but I did pick up some of the words and I started noticing a pattern. No matter what his mental health state may be, wrong is wrong. As the father of a son that is on the spectrum, wrong is wrong. We don't excuse things because someone may have something going on below the surface. Wrong is wrong. And you not no business bothering my black ass business. You got no business bothering my black ass on Thanksgiving, my nigga? On Thanksgiving? Jesus. Take the wheel. Thank you, Jesus, for another day. Oh, my goodness. So, I have no idea how this happened. I kind of have my assumptions. But this is a true story. There is no, this is not clickbait. This is a true story. And it's one of those where I wish it just never happened. But I'd hate to say that this was the first thing that had happened. Did you finish your plate at least? The food wasn't even cooked yet. I made that whole story up. The food wasn't even cooked yet. My family, let me kind of walk you down this whole situation. All right, let me walk you down this whole situation. First of all, this shit gonna crack you up because guess who the person that told me about it first? Before I showed it to my family, like it was like it was show and tell. If this reaction ain't an apology from you, you're gonna catch another verse. Beware, homie. No, look. Ooh, don't know. I deliver this message from a place of maturity. I deliver this message from a place of like a little bit of petty, but a whole lot of like, I'm a dad. Like, no, we not finna do this shit. Somebody come get his ass. Somebody come get Michael. Somebody who love him, come get his ass. Cause I don't know what the purpose. Anyways, before the day even started, I got a text message from Screwface. Screwface John hit me up and said, I know you're not finna let him talk to you like that. I said, who? And he sent me a link. And I wish this was the first time this happened this year. I wish it was the only time. I wish this was the only time it happened. But for some reason this year, there has been an increase on diss songs to Curtis King. I don't know whether or not to be encouraged because it means that my platform is growing and people are looking at me like a lick, or if they're looking at my rapping and saying, oh shit, I can totally take him. Either way, we got a problem. He said, I know you're not gonna let him talk to you like this. I said, who is this? Who? Snoop Dogg voice. Who? Because I get it. I got people I have had now 3 people who have dissed me this year because they didn't like my critique that I gave them. They didn't like the way I critiqued you. Now, one of them, we good. That's my guy. We chopped it up. Everything's good. But the rest of y'all, sensitive ass, So like when I see things like this, I just assume it's Critique My Beats, which is a series we do where people pay to have their music critiqued. And because we don't stroke their frail ass ego, they go make a song about it. So I'm like, all right. Maybe it's somebody else on Critique My Beats. Couldn't find a name anywhere. Then I looked a little deeper because we're going to listen to the song, if you want to call it that. And I seen that work shirt in the corner. Look at that work. You see that blue work shirt in that corner? You see that blue work shirt? And then I thought to myself, what if he didn't like my video that I did with Screwface about coworker music?
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Oh, exactly. You got it. Epiphany. What if he didn't like the thing I had to say about coworker music? I wasn't clowning nobody who gotta work and make music. Damn it, I didn't work and made music. But there is a brand of music that your coworker will show you when they tell you, oh shit, I do music. You know that, Curtis? And I'll be like, oh man, play me something. And then you hear it and it's like, I don't want to hurt this nigga feelings because I got to work with him for 7 more hours. Let me just chill. Well, I don't know what he's offended by. And you would think that based upon the diss song, I'd get more information. No, in a since deleted video on YouTube. Here's the thing. Here's the kicker. He deleted the original video. Good on him. That's a good place to start. Oh, wait. Then he released another diss song.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
An hour before he went live today. He spun the block. He hit me with a back to back. I'm assuming this is his meet the Kings, and then this is his Not Like Us. I don't know what timeline he's in right now. Belly Furtado is insane. Please be respectful. Belly Furtado is just egregious. Without further ado, Michael MC Francis, here is the publicity you've been asking for. Let me make sure your volume up.
Me out, man. How was you doing? Yeah. My goodness, bitch. Yeah. How the fuck you got me out when it said my shit good? I'm the best word, but I lied. You know I got that.
Oh, no, hell no. Them there's fighting words. What?
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Them there right there is fighting words. Did you make it out? Did you hear that shit he just said? Did you hear what he just said? Them right there is fighting words. Did you hear what this nigga just said to me? Did you hear it? Huh? You couldn't make it out? Yeah, neither could I. One more time, though.
Me out, man.
Billie Eilish, leave him alone.
Yeah. My goodness, bitch. Yeah. How the fuck you got me out when it said my shit good? I'm the best word, but I lied. You know I got that wood. No, I ain't got my weed.
I think he said something about having that wood. No, thank you.
But try me, I'ma make a blink. Better not play with me, cause I'ma make a scene with you. Cause the table with us.
If I didn't know no better, this white man who obviously has some issues going on just called me a wigger.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
If you ever needed any evidence of where hip hop is at, under no circumstances should a white man be calling a black man a wigger. Whoever loves him, come get him. Whoever loves him, come get him. I see what you're saying here. And we're gonna make sure y'all keep it respectful in the comments, okay? Because he obviously has something going on. And as a father of a son with disabilities, that will never be an excuse to let him go out here and run rampant like this. Okay? That's never an excuse to come out here and start running rampant. Whoever loves him, get him. This white man just called me a wigger. Why does rap give people so much freedom? Don't worry, that's about only, I can only make out 2% of this shit. But then you thought he had smoke for me. No, he got smoke for y'all too.
Get an iPhone. That's the type of wigger till I go. This type of wigger that won't.
I don't know, that wigger had an ER on it. That wigger had an ER on it. That wigger had an ER on it. That wigger? I don't like the way that sounded.
Hold out inside though. I'm the real DISS. And y'all is fake. I put up with a cake. And I'm pulling up with the 8, yeah. You know that shit fake. Why y'all lying though? Cause the type of wigger going out the coldest type of wigger. When it go.
He said wigger about 5 times. He said wigger about 5 times. I ain't do nothing to the man. Y'all talking about take it easy. I ain't said nothing yet. I'm just observing. The same internet that y'all got to observe and have, I'm just observing. But he said wig about 5 times. Here's a little preview of what's coming up. He got a song called Harriet Tubman too.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
I said he got a song called Harriet Tubman. I don't care what your disabilities are. Wrong is wrong. Racist is racist. Because if you didn't see this person and they said the shit that you seeing right here, you probably would have a different, somebody who loves him, come get him. Somebody who loves him, come get him. Continuing on, this song is not done. He got some smoke for the DIYers.
Says okay, DIY, yeah. No, he ain't flying. You know he a liar.
He said something about y'all DIYers, that's all I know. He said something about y'all DIYers. He said something about y'all DIYers. Big Zo, I think he said something about you too. No, he didn't. If you love him, come get him. If you love him, come get him. This is incredibly too much freedom. DIYs, nah, he ain't fly, he a liar. I don't know what I lied about. So just when I thought, you know what, I can have fun with it, because obviously people in here in the comments, shout out to Anthony Fantano. shout out to Anthony Fantano one time. He said, is he okay? I said, I've been asking the same question all day, my friend. On Thanksgiving, mind you. Big Zo, who happens to be in the building, said, nah, log me out. I just buried myself because I'm dead. Okay, I know what that is. Wait, he called you a wigger? Yeah. I said, what powerful Google Translator you got? Because, yeah, I think that's what he boom Howard out. Big Zo, you ain't making no sense. Big Zo, none of that. Big Zo, why would you encourage this, Big Zo? You're not a friend of mine. Big Zo, we're officially not friends ever again. Why would you encourage this? Big Zo, you're part of the problem. You're part of the problem, Big Zo. The hell would you encourage this? Joe Cass says, sign on the rock distribution. I said, I'm about to give him a 1080 deal. I'm about to give him that Tony Hawk deal. Fuck you talking about? What is the context? Because why? I think he's mad about my coverage of coworker music, is what I assume. Big Zo, give me that chain. We ain't friends no more. I don't even know what that means. This can't be real. That turkey was dry. It was dry that day. I thought you were trolling with the music, but this is legit real. Yeah. What in the world is this? Because I spit hot fire. Curtis, you got roasted by this dude. You definitely on the clock now. He needs the numbers. The guy has fingernails on the pulse of the DIY culture. Y'all take nothing seriously. You take nothing seriously. So I showed my mama and I showed my siblings, and I said, what y'all make of this? Nobody laughed. Nobody laughed. They just looked. They just said, what is this about? I don't know what this is about. I just wish people would stop using me as a springboard for traffic. I ain't do nothing to this man. But just when I told you, he deleted it off his YouTube, because I left a comment and I was like, man, that part where you said the DIY liar, I said, like, I don't like, that really hurt Michael. So then he drops another diss. You heard that correct. He drops another diss. This one's called Ain't Got Time. Curtis King diss. If you love him, come get him. Please. I don't think he changed the video. I think he just changed the beat in the song.
Yeah. Girl, try to fucking time out, man. Am I gonna bitch? Yeah. That's good, man.
If you don't get out of here dissing me on this lo-fi music to do homework to, I told you, this is his Meet the King. This is Meet the King, and then this is the Not Like Us, I'm assuming. I don't know where in the timeline this is. Maybe this is 616 into Meet the King. Maybe this is Meet the King. Kaylani Films, you're an inspiration to us all. Kaylani, I know I got some hot takes. Okay, I know I say things that ruffle people's feathers and we have debates. But I like to believe that everything that I have said has never been mean-spirited. I like to believe that everything that I have said has been on the basis of you're being ridiculous and we're going to call it out and we're going to hash this out unless you're not being logical. I like to believe I've helped a lot of people along my journey. Yet I happen to be the one that keeps getting these diss songs. They must look at me like a fragile op or something. They must look at me like an easy target. Oh, that's a good way to get some traffic. I ain't gonna say shit. His beat selection is kind of fire though. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. Also too, let me give props where props is due. Niles did point this out. It's crazy. This man is obviously dealing with something going on, but at least he knows to spell my name with 2 S's. What the fuck is your problem? What's your problem? What's your problem? What's your problem? You're more of an op than he is. He spelled my name with 2 S's. What's your problem? Oh, man, spell check, bro. I don't want to hear that shit no more. If Michael MC Francis can spell my name with two S's, yeah, I'm looking at you, crew face. I'm looking at you, crew face. If he can spell my name with 2 S's and diss me, what's your issue? You my friend or not? Okay, I thought so. You got 24 hours to respond. No, you got 24 hours to find me AI that can decode what the hell he's saying.
It's my top was fire. Cut me up. Put it on the mic. But time up. No doubt. I'm spitting fast. Wow.
Delete it. Nobody gonna do it. Nobody gonna diss you in a song. Delete it. He said, he said, damn, I want somebody to diss me in a song. Ain't nobody finna do that. Nobody finna do that. Because the way that you embarrass them, they let you get away with shit that I can't. Because Curtis is a nice guy. Curtis is Mr. Nice Guy. I'm that nice guy. I can't do none of this shit you be doing. Because they gonna be like, oh, the devil's got him. But if Deleted do it, they're like, hell yeah, finally somebody said it.
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Deleted my evil twin. If I do it, they're gonna be like, you need to get back to church, Curtis. If Deleted do it, they be like, shit, about motherfucking time somebody said it. Ain't nobody finna diss you. Shout out to all the devil emojis in the chat. Ain't nobody finna do that. Why you say fuck me? I still don't have a legitimate reason. I still don't have one coherent reason. He called me a bunch of wiggers, or why he recycled the same video. If you love him, come get him, please.
Hearing the wrong type. Why you tell me that? You block me on sight. Sounds awesome. That's what you say. Then you tie me up like 5 a day. Keep it consistent. Don't play both sides. You know I got the clothes. Let the beat collide. Now I got the heat collide. The heat inside. Yeah.
Deleted, let's talk about this. I've been hearing this my whole career. Deleted said, hey gang, they hating on you, man. That mean you doing something right, gang. I've been hearing this my whole life. Why it don't feel good?
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna tell it.
Why it don't feel like I did something right? Why I never feel like I did something right? If this is the results. They be hating on you, man. You doing something right, gang. Why I don't feel like I'm doing something right? Why I feel like I need to do more wrong? Why did it make me feel like I need to do more wrong? Why did it do more wrong? Delete it. Curtis, why you doing his voice like that? What you mean? Why he doing his voice like that? That ain't his real voice. I didn't heard the deleted voice. He's still deep, but you know what I'm saying? I heard the real deleted voice. Oh, y'all ain't privy to that, huh? That's my dog for real. That's why. I did what you mean. How you get mad at me for doing the voice that he is pitching down? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Y'all mad at me. See what I said? The same rules don't apply. Deleted get to give away everything. Deleted and Niles both get away with everything. What you talking about, Big Zo? Used to be my friend. Used to be my homie. Used to be my ace. Not gonna lie, you got another diss out there, fam. We was dying listening to it in the Discord last week. It was boom bap jazz. Oh, shit. I wouldn't stand for this disrespect if I was you personally. That's why I'm sitting down. That's exactly why I'm sitting down right now. That's exactly why I'm sitting down. I wouldn't stand for it neither. I wouldn't stand for it. There is no response to have. This is the response. And it's not even a need for response. I just want to say this. Whoever loves him, come get him. I haven't said nothing out of pocket yet. I'm not going to. Get him. Leave me alone. This is free promo for the dude. And you think I'm getting nothing out of it? Y'all gotta leave me alone. Y'all for real gotta leave me alone. Leave me alone before I start talking like this. Leave me alone. Why y'all come fuck with? Why you say fuck me?
Fun was fun. You know, I got the beat in cars. Yeah. They can't fly like me. Now I mean you do, but you ain't fly us. But I kinda know. They can't act like me. That's why I stay through this rap game. You know, I got the flames. Hating on me. Feel like I ain't letting them bang. You know, this is just a satire, just drop. You know, I got shit back. Tell me. No, it's real back. Yeah.
Remember that argument I told you about how boom bap can have mumble rap too? Remember when I told you that? Remember when I told you that, Pac?
Somebody gonna have to tell the truth, and I'm gonna
Just that high quality mumble rap. Remember when I told you boom bap could have mumble rap? I was not thinking of him. But boom bap can indeed have mumble rap. Now I said it. Maybe that's why he's angry with me. Maybe that's why he's angry with me. Boom bap, mumble rap. Are those gun sounds? Yes. Bing 6010. I take those seriously. Sir, why are you threatening to shoot me? I can't translate a lot, but I translated that. He didn't quite say it like boom. He didn't quite say it like that, but I heard them gunshots. I heard that. What you really saying? What are we doing? I take those very seriously. In this economy, in this America, I take all that serious. Cause y'all gonna be sitting up here talking about some, man, I don't know, you should have took that serious, Curtis. Well, I ain't here. If you love him, please come get him. Please come get him. Please come get him. Please come get him.
I'm not gonna influence these damn kids. Right?
He says I'm a bad influence to these damn kids.
I got the skills. You know, I got a chopper on me.
And I got a chopper on me. I'm a bad influence to these kids, but he got a chopper on him. I take all that shit serious. While y'all sitting in here trying to be PC about the shit, you sitting up here trying to be super clean about it like, oh, Curtis, leave him alone. Nigga just threatened to shoot me. Called me a wigger. A white man called me a wigger. Think about this. A white man just rapped and called me a wigger. Then told me I'm bad for the kids. Told me DIY is a bunch of liars. He's talking to y'all.
DIY.
And then proceeded to make gunshot sounds. because he's got the chopper on him. Oh, you didn't hear that?
You know, I got a chopper on me. And you know, I'm a fail. Yeah. I ain't got time to kill. And I'm killing the beat. And I got time to spill. Yeah. Cutting out some shit.
I agree. This is very anti-Kwanzaa. This is very anti-Kwanzaa. Amongst many things, this is for sure anti-Kwanzaa. For sure.
Nah.
And I'm not going to forgive you for saying I should invite him on so we can have a conversation talking about I'll make time for that. You should do that. You shouldn't do that. Trying to get me canceled on a side mission. That's not cool. He wasn't even part of the plans in 2025. He made himself a part of the plans in 2025. How did the camera get to the roof?
I got time to quill. Yeah. Well, that's how it the fuck.
I mean, shout out to him. He's a DIYer.
Somebody gonna have to tell the
Psych. I'll give you like I'll give you like that. You spell my name with 2 S's. Let's take the positives. Well, before we do that, acknowledgments are needed. Here's his song, Harriet Tubman. For whatever reason, it's called Harriet Tubman. I don't even think it has a rap on it.
Hey, man. Ryan, what you...
Beat choice is immaculate.
Oh, yeah.
If you name a beat that you didn't make, Harriet Tubman, and you upload it, I am just going to assume you're doing this for the clicks and the views and the controversy. Yeah, but no. Yeah, but no. Why do y'all do this with me? I know I smile in my videos. I know I'll be joking. I'd like to say he's the first person that dissed me in my 20 years of doing this, but that's not the truth. Another rapper that I didn't met in person. I never met that gentleman, but another rapper I met in person. He didn't even get a response because I'm gonna be honest. Collectively, all of y'all who have made diss songs about me, every single one of you, I'm disappointed. I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. If I look up Kendrick Lamar diss songs, hell, if I look up Drake diss songs, you're gonna find a lot of quality in there because those type of rappers attract a certain type of rapper. But for me, they're either doing mumble boom bap rap. They either sound like terrible versions of Immortal Technique. But then why do you always fucking with me? I don't go say nothing about them. I don't go out my way to say nothing to them. But somehow they think that my whole life revolves around them. I be telling people, leave me alone. Because I'm not gonna always send you a song back. I might do some shit like that.
A rapper made a diss song about me when I was asleep. He'd even have the decency to say we have beef. His reason for dissing me was weird. He heard a line in a song and he thought it was about him. It's giving insecurity. However, because I support local rappers, I decided to give his 2 plays a day 3.
I'ma clear his pyramid or his Ponzi scheme. Another market gimmick, another infomercial rapper like, yo, here's my slapper.
I listened to the diss song and it was mid at best. I was instructed that it wasn't even worthy of a response. But like I said, I like to give back. Months later, I responded with a song called Way Out with Iman Amari.
I listened to that whole ass song and how sweet. This nigga wrote an angry poem on an ugly ass beat.
The people loved it. He didn't like my look at the end of it. That's weird. I usually don't respond back to rappers with jerry curls.
I don't.
Because they're already dissing themselves. But like I said, I like to help local artists. Shortly after I responded, he decided to fire up his Focusrite and respond back. My family and I listened to it. We felt it was mid at best.
He needed a boot camp to come up with rebuttals. It took another man to show this man to work the shovel.
His biggest criticism of me is that I've been produced by Iman Amari. I'm sorry nobody saw potential in you to be produced. You could use it. You're mid. You're trash. Your ass. Cheeks. Gouda butt. Moose knuckles. You sound like you're trying to revive a time you weren't alive for. He thought his techniques were immortal, but he lyrically killed himself. Your inflections are trash. Iman Amari could help with that. But you don't need help rapping. You need to go seek therapy. I have a better help link for you if you need it. I think he thought he was going to use me for free promo, except now he's getting used for free promo. God is good. Beige EP is out right now.
So that was last year. That was about 65 weeks ago. That was about last year. Why y'all mess with the person? I got my energy back. What do y'all say? King Lee, and that is the funniest shit I heard today. I got my energy back. You niggas better leave me alone. You better leave me alone. It's always the kid that don't mess with nobody, that grows up to become the adult like me. And when you mess with him, you figure out why he keeps to himself. He got a lot of thoughts on his mind. He says a lot of crazy shit in his head that he'll never say out loud until you provoked. Y'all gotta leave me alone. I'm not the easy lick that I was about 6 months ago. I was vitamin D deficient. Niggas was out here tired. I used to see shit like this and get discouraged like another one. Now, I got candles in here. That got nothing to do with nothing, but leave me alone. Y'all gonna stop trying to hit imaginary licks on Curtis King. Well, was that a dread hat? No, I grew dreads just for that skit. But back to the point at hand. If you love Michael, get him. If you see this video and you say, damn it, man, I hate that this had to happen, get him off of the internet. He should not be, as a white male in hip hop, no matter his current circumstances, no matter his health situation, should not be telling a black man that he is a wigger. He should also not be making gunshot sounds. You know, that type of gunshot sounds, or excuse me, that type of threat is what sometimes gets unarmed black men killed by the police because of their inability to comply fast enough. I know it got real serious, but I'm telling you this because everybody don't play. I just so happen to have a platform. I can laugh at myself and we keep it pushing. That ain't cool. If you love that young man and you are related to him, if you're a friend of his, tell him to stop playing with people online like that. That's not a winning thing. Have your music, have fun, have at it, but this ain't the way. And for the rest of y'all, spelling my name with one S. All in the videos. Come to death row. Those are my thoughts on that, DIYers. You let me know what you
Curtis, DIY.